I'm Mama Jane. I'm 26. I'm from San Antonio, and this is Financial Audit.
Mama Jane up from San Antonio. What do we do for a living down there?
I am a part-time student and an entrepreneur.
Okay, what are we entrepreneuring?
I do CBD retail.
Retail. So are you in like a store? Do you own a store?
I do online and pop-up events.
Pop-up events, okay.
Yes.
So like people are walking to a music festival and you have a little tent.
Yes.
And you're selling something. So
sometimes I put on my own events too, and they just purchase from there.
Oh, okay. What are you typically selling? Is like infused stuff or?
Most of my product is flour or smokable products. But I do sell a lot of infused products as well, cartridges, edibles.
So you're more of a middle man, right?
Yeah.
Where are you receiving yours from?
It depends. I try to source from local people.
Okay.
From local retailers here in the area as well. So yeah, I just kind of host the events and sell the products.
I thought you worked for the city because I have here what looked like income from the city.
I used to work for the city, actually. My partner still currently works for the city.
When did you drop?
I dropped maybe 2019, right before COVID.
What is this? Oh, so this is his. I'm looking at his income.
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of a couple thing, but you're going to be here talking on behalf. Okay. Is he camera shy, a little nervous?
He works in the political realm, so we were just kind of a little bit more conscious.
Interesting. So how is it for a politician to be married in Texas to CBD dealing?
It's an interesting dynamic, but we keep it pretty, separate.
Sure.
But it works.
What are you bringing in? What are you bringing in?
I'm bringing in about $400 a month.
$400,000.
Oh no, sorry, no, just $400, not $400. I do about one event per month. One event brings me roughly anywhere from $300 to $400.
Are we sure you have a business?
Yes. That's about what I bring in from home. I try to keep most of my finances separate. So if I'm taking from my business, I'm taking about $400.
How much is in the business?
And the business right now is probably like $600 to $700.
Okay.
But we try to keep it separate.
I do not want to be offensive. I just want to be straight up and honest when it comes to the overall world of business. Sounds like a hobby.
Yeah, right
financially
now,
speaking.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm a student. I have 2 kids.
And you stopped working for the city in 2019, so that was quite a while ago. Now, how long have you been trying to build this?
Maybe about a year and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of doing it part-time whenever I'm not working on schoolwork or with the boys.
Where are you going to school?
Strayer.
What are you studying?
Business administration.
Great. Are you full-time?
Part-time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How much have you completed? How much more do we have left?
Almost 68%. I have about less than
How long is it
going to
take?
I should be done by the end of this year, I believe.
Really?
I believe so.
So the majority was last year?
I do quarters, then. Yeah.
And that's part-time? Mm-hmm. Completing it in 2 years? So you have a lot of credits you transferred?
Yes, I did transfer a lot of credits.
Cool. What are we trying to do with that degree?
Make the business successful. Focus on the business.
You're not hiring yourself, though.
No, I'm not hiring myself, but it's just I know that in order to make the business successful, I need funds, and because my credit and stuff like that. A degree's
not going to increase your credit.
No, but it's going to increase my chances for a job.
So you want to get a job?
To fund my business.
Why'd you quit the city?
Because COVID happened. I was pregnant at the time.
No, you quit in 19.
No, well, I quit in 19 to pursue a political
18.
campaign.
Okay. So you ran for city council or something?
Oh no, I helped. I was doing the back end stuff of the person running for city council or for the council position.
Okay. You got paid for that?
Yes.
Campaign was done. Then what?
Campaign was done, and then I stayed home with the baby.
Oh yeah. So was this the first birth then?
First one.
There? Okay. Yeah. So how old are your kids right now?
First one is he's gonna be 4 this year, and second one is gonna be 2 this year.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, I mean, you're certainly juggling a lot. I'm just trying to get like an overall picture of where you're at. So, full-time mama.
full-time.
Part-time school.
Mhm.
Hobby business.
Hobby business.
What are you trying to do with your
right
career?
now with my career, I'm trying to just break the stigma. So
no, with your degree.
Oh, with my degree.
Stigma. What's stigma?
The cannabis stigma with moms and things like that. So we do a lot of advocacy events and things.
I guess I'm not a part of the community enough to know that there's a stigma against moms smoking or something.
There's somewhat of a stigma, especially in the
who's caring?
CPS.
Oh, okay.
Lots of other people legally care. So, but besides that, I do like just the events.
It's okay. What do you want to do with your degree?
With my degree, it's pretty much just a backup plan, honestly. Just
a degree is not a backup plan. Why is this the same conversation I've had within 7 days where someone's saying they're getting a degree for a backup plan? It's not a backup plan. You're spending years and years and years and money doing this. Are you cash flowing college?
What does that mean?
Are you paying for college?
No.
It's not a backup. You're going into debt for a backup. We don't go into debt for a backup. If we're going to go into debt for something, we're going into it as the primary thing. It's an investment into it. You don't invest in a backup unless it's like a backup battery for your computer or something in case the power goes out. We don't invest in a backup like that. That's not an investment.
Okay.
If you're doing a backup, get like a certification. I do tech certifications through Course Careers. I talk about trade schools and stuff like that. Going and getting a degree as a backup, I love degrees. Get them. Great. That's like we're pursuing it because that is what we plan to use in a career field that we are pursuing. We're not spending all this time and all this money, which is debt, for a backup that we probably won't use.
Very true. But it might come in handy while I run the CBD business.
Guys, it's a new year and you need to make your money work for you. You can do exactly what I literally do right now and put my money in the best high yield savings account, SoFi. I get a 4.6% yield on my money, and I also took advantage of the bonus of up to $250 when I signed up. You can start 2024 off amazing by doing the same by going to the link in the description below. So the education itself.
Yes.
You know, there's this great free resource out there called YouTube. And a lot of business owners and stuff, they put a lot of their just education and knowledge online. Now, I'm not saying that replaces a degree. It doesn't. In terms of the degree is often what gets people in a door. But in terms of education, man, there's so many good just free resources out there. Even if you just like pay for one of the courses online, dude, that teaches you about basics of running business, man, instead of taking all the gen eds that you're never going to use, instead of borrowing all the money that is going to be a pain in the pay back. It's different. I'm not saying you won't gain any knowledge from that, not even close, but there's a lot of extra steps that you're just not going to take advantage of, or we could just be focusing on learning in a free or paid way online.
Very true. Very true. I feel like I started it, so now if I don't finish it,
there's a lot of pride stuff that come with that. I mean, I've heard that from a lot of people, and it's not unfair. I get it. But I just try to real world things. And I'm like, oh, this isn't actually going to benefit me, even though I'm like halfway through it. Okay, I'm going to actually go do what benefits me instead of waste my time and put off what's benefiting me.
You have a point. It's just, you're right. Maybe it is pride.
And you're going to complete it this year. You mean by like the end of this year?
By the end of this year, beginning of next year.
So that's still a long time. That's still an entire year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm against it by any means. Like, as just a concept, and you know, if you want to finish it out. But when we're trying to get to a certain goal, man, we have all these different things you're doing instead of just focusing up and trying to pursue the goal completely. It's harder to achieve that goal when our hands are just in so many different pots. And that's what concerns me, especially when we're borrowing money to put our hands in those pots. Okay. So obviously we're living off the husband's income.
Yes.
Okay. Which gross, was this last year's gross or like?
This is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last 60 days.
No, 68,000 gross over the course of what? It doesn't say.
Oh,
okay. Either way, what's his pay period?
His pay period is every 2 weeks. He gets $6,500 a month.
Okay, so yes, well, more than that for his gross, but after withholdings and all the goodies and all the funds that don't really have a choice in, net pay for per paycheck, $3,124. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, not like there would be much to pay, but are you paying taxes in your business?
Not with his paycheck.
No. Are you paying taxes?
Oh yes, I'm paying taxes on my business.
300 comes in a month?
About.
So total household income would be $6,548. Not too shabby in terms of when you're slightly above the median U.S. household income. How do we feel living on that? How's life going?
It should be going a lot better, I feel like, but we're just not getting our stuff together as much as we should. And I take full responsibility. I'm not as educated.
Why is it just you?
No, he's really good at the finances, but I'm not really good at keeping up with the finances.
So how does that relationship work in the finances then? If he's really good, you're not good. Is there not conversations, education?
We do have conversations, but I don't know if the education is there. He can only teach me so much.
What does that mean?
Like,
why are you incapable of learning?
No, I'm not incapable.
Well, exactly.
Of learning.
I mean, you're in school. You better not be.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
But no, just we sometimes finances gets heavy when we're talking to a partner. So we try to keep it civil.
That makes sense. I get it. I wish he was here for this conversation. Then.
Yeah, me too.
But
I'm sure he's watching.
I'll approach it in a way like I am also discussing with him, even though we won't be able to hear his side, but just, what I think across the board. So
yeah.
Lowe's. We went to Lowe's and got a credit card, a classic Synchrony. So we're just financing a home repair. What were we doing?
Yeah, we had bought our first home, so that's when we initially got our card.
When did you get that home?
In 2020.
When did you borrow this initially?
Initially in like 2020.
Held the balance for almost over 3 years?
No, we paid it off, and then we had an emergency expense that an AC. We needed an AC in it.
Yeah, home ownership's not cheap.
Yeah,
it's not cheap. You didn't have an emergency fund.
We did, but we had the card, and we thought we'd pay it off within the 6 months.
Then why'd you not pay it off?
That's where I lack knowledge. I don't ask the right questions.
So we don't know why he did not pay it off?
No, I don't know why.
Is it still within the interest-free period? Do you know? I don't have the full statement.
I don't think it's in the interest-free period anymore.
So
or I think it's
interest.
like, yeah, it's either that, because it just happened recently, like this summer. So if not, it's probably about to, yeah.
It ends next month. It ends in less than a month from now.
Okay.
So this needs to be taken care of immediately. $30 minimum monthly payment is not going to get you there because there's a balance of $376.25. But it ends on the 8th of next month.
Okay. We will take care of that.
Put your big boy pants on. If this episode comes out before then, pay it off. She'll tell you to pay it off.
Yes.
When you get home.
Immediately. In the car. I'll tell them.
Yeah. Oh, he's here?
No, I'll give him a call.
Oh, okay. Capital One. Lovely little classic. Everyone always has a Capital One on the show. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Previous balance, $293. Interest is accruing. What is this? What is this? Whose card is this? Is this both your cards?
Which one is it?
It's the Capital One card.
I think we have two Capital
Platinum.
I think we have two Platinum cards.
Whose card has a balance of $326?
That one would be mine.
Why aren't you paying? There's a late fee because you're not paying. Why aren't you paying? Does he know you're not paying?
No, he doesn't. It typically comes out of, it's on auto pay, but No,
it's not. If it's on auto pay, there's no late fees because you pay automatically.
Well, there's no funds in that card anymore.
Oh, and the checking account it's attached to?
Yeah. So
why? Why is there one, no money in there, and two, if there's no money in there, why haven't we switched it to something else? Are you guys' finance separate?
Maybe. For the most part, they're together, but we both have we don't have a joint bank account.
Why?
We just haven't got around to it.
Why?
Irresponsibility.
Minimum monthly payment's normally like $30 on here, probably,
Mhm.
but you owe $61 because you're late.
Yes.
So it tried to hit your account. You didn't have money in your account, so it went away. Well, you guys don't need separate checking accounts. You can, but obviously we lack discipline and we obviously lack communication around it. So it doesn't make sense. We should have everything in your guys' situation combined, sit down on a monthly basis and go over what has happened, not to start arguments and push blame in terms of, oh, why did you spend this money? It's not about that. Go over what happened last month. Where do we want to be next month in order to hit our overall goals and adjust from there?
I didn't think about it.
We do not miss minimum monthly payments, dude. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Total fees this year so far, $174. What is that?
Probably.
7 missed payments within a year? Within 12 months, you've missed 7 of them?
Probably.
Why? Why are you not taking care of your dude?
I always forget about it. I don't have a reminder.
Why is there never money in your checking account?
I use Cash App mostly.
Why? If that's clearly not working, so why?
It works for me, just not.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Not for the payments. It doesn't.
So it doesn't work for you.
Okay. Well, at the time, it was working for me.
What time? 7 over the course of a year.
That's a lot of irresponsibility.
That's okay. Cool. You acknowledge it. So awesome. You acknowledge it. Why haven't you changed anything? You know you're irresponsible. So why haven't we been like, I'm a big girl?
I didn't realize it was 7 times.
Dude, if it's 1, that's when we realize.
I should have changed it after the first
You're not
time.
excused if you just sit back and say, yeah, it was your responsibility. I don't say, oh, okay, handshake, get out of here. You're good to go. That's not how this is going to work. I'm not going to let someone skate by like that. Come on, you've watched this show.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're being irresponsible? I'm just trying to get in your mindset. I know that's always a hard question. But just like, if you just think about you, how your actions are going, okay, everyone makes a mistake. A missed payment, still hate it. But if it happened, we're like, missed payment. Wow, I'm going to change my life and never do this again. But instead, we did 7. You've recognized you're irresponsible. Why have you not cared enough to become mature enough to change that at some point in your life?
I didn't think about the interest it was accruing. I just thought it was a missed payment. I didn't think about all the fees, and I didn't.
Do you not care?
No, I do care. No, it doesn't look like I care, but I do care.
Tell me what you hope to get out of this conversation.
I'm hoping to figure out where we need to do, like, to move forward, where we need to go.
And I can tell you what you need to do, but man, if we're someone who misses 7 payments in 12 months, I could tell you what you need to do all day. Will you do it? Man, I don't know.
Yeah, no, for sure. If he knew, I'm sure we wouldn't have this conversation. Now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows.
What's he going to think?
Oh, he's going to be so upset.
And how's that going to go? How's that conversation going to go? What's going to happen? You know your relationship.
It might go bad, but he'd be patient, I think, and be like, okay, well, let's just fix it. And then move forward.
You guys need to be joined on this, man.
Yeah.
This needs to be a team goal and path forward.
Well, this is my way of like taking forth that team effort and like trying to step up.
No, I mean, you're brave as being here, but I'm not going to let things slide either.
Oh, I know.
PayPal credit. Man.
That's not me. I don't know PayPal credit.
This is him.
That. Yeah, that.
So he's not the responsible one. So what is this? Where's my hope? It is gone. It has been pulled from me, ripped from my existence because he's losing interest. And someone that's losing interest, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you because you're watching this and you're not here. Guess what? If you have a balance, you're only making the minimum monthly payments and you're losing interest, you are not purchasing $106. You're not. You brought your balance from $691 to $774. You are not the responsible one, husband. I wish he was here, but clearly not. Clearly not. At least he's making his payments, step in the right direction. But this is hard. I think he needs to be here. This is upsetting to see, because this whole conversation, I was like, okay, cool. We have a personal finance knowledgeable person in the relationship that can help educate and steer the ship. What's this? You can make enough money to pay off $691 if you need to, and you need to. $41 minimum monthly payment. What do you think of this? Did you know this existed?
I knew it existed. I just did not know how much.
Collections. What's in collections?
I think a hospital bill or 2 hospital bills are in collections.
When?
2019, I think.
Okay. How much was it? Oh, well, 1,402. And I'm sorry you went through whatever medical thing you did. Why was this not paid?
I lost the card, and then I got a new phone, because I think
what card?
Is that one not on a card, or is that on
collections? You said it was medical bills. Why was it not paid? I'm just trying to get some context.
Oh no, this one's from a Credit One bank.
So we have more collections somewhere.
Yeah, more collections.
Okay, why was that not paid?
This one was not paid because I lost the Credit One app and never got back in. So I stopped making the payment.
What the actual I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean to you, but all we do is we push download, forgot password.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have the card. I didn't have anything.
You request a new card. This is not very complicated. We Google Credit One customer support. I hate Credit One. If anyone deserves not to get paid back, it's you, Credit One.
I thought it was Capital One for the longest time. So
that's how they get people. It shows up in the mail and it looks like Capital One. We're like, oh, Capital One. And we sign up for like the most predatory credit card. It's terrible. Trust me. Trust me. It's not excusing you for not paying.
No, it's not excusing
you for not calling a number that you can Google really easily.
I thought I was trying to get my Capital One credit card reinstated, and it was not that one. So I solved the problem for the $300 credit card that I had lost, that had the $300 debt, but not for this one.
We have a car.
Yeah, I moved to Apple Pay.
We have a car.
We have a car.
What is it? 21 Honda Accord.
Yes.
What's the interest rate on this thing?
I don't think it's too bad. I think it's under 6.
Okay, you sure? You're 100% sure?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's not that bad.
Well, $20,000 is pretty bad for someone who brings in $50 a month. $500 a month. 50 or 500?
Anywhere between like 2 to 400.
Yeah, that's a lot of car for that. So imagine if there's a divorce. Would never encourage it. Would never want it to happen. Yeah. But what would you do? With a 400, yeah, you're bringing $400 a month or $200 a month or whatever it was, and this is $407 a month. Wait, this is a lease.
They're both leases.
Both? Where's the other one? I don't have another one.
Oh,
give me one.
The other one is this. It's $400, but there's 7 payments left on that one. So, but they're both.
There's
leases.
4 on this one.
4 payments left.
Mm-hmm.
The other one has 7 payments.
What are you gonna do in 4 months?
The other one we're gonna buy it. I believe.
Which one? No. Okay, I'm on the
the Honda.
Honda.
On the Honda, I think we're gonna trade it in for something cheaper.
I mean, you're returning it.
Returning it for something cheaper.
Another cheaper lease or a car purchase or okay. What's the other car?
2021 Equinox.
How much is remaining on that?
7 payments, and they're $400.
What are you gonna do when that's done?
I think we're buying that one.
How much is it? What's the purchase price gonna be? Why didn't you send me the statement?
I thought I did. I have the statement on my phone if you'd like to look at it. Yeah.
Do it. While you're doing that, I'm gonna take a look at your
purchase amount is 2123.
20,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we have a total of collections of 8,740. Oh my gosh.
Those I know were medical bills.
And why'd you not pay those?
At the time, I think I was still like living at home, not a lot of money. I just went to like a.
If you were living at home, why didn't you make money?
I don't know. They're pretty old, like 2018, I think.
No, if you were living at home, Why wasn't the extra money going to this? You were living at home.
I was irresponsible back then. I didn't think I had to pay that.
You didn't think you had to pay that?
No, because I thought my dad took care of my insurance and like my medical bills, but that was not happening. So
what the is going on? So these are your student loans and his student loans, huh? You're both in public student loan forgiveness?
Just him. I haven't started mine yet.
Oh, I only have. What's wrong? That's a husband. So I only have his.
Mm-hmm.
Where's yours?
Mine.
Are yours the 44,451? What kind of student loans are those?
I think they're just the generic Sally Mae ones.
Sally Mae?
I think so.
Sally Mae?
I could be wrong.
Pull up your credit. Pull up your credit karma right now. Generic Sally Mae? Like that's just a normal thing?
Well, that's the one I always hear about. So I always think that's the one.
Something to avoid. Gosh, I feel like I'm being mean to you, but just you're past due. He's past due. He's past due. He's past due. He's the responsible one. He's past due. He should be here right now. He's past due. You have to make 120 consecutive payments in order to get this forgiveness that he's trying to do, but he's past due. He's not making the consecutive payments. And he's at...
Wait, I think... I don't want to excuse it, but I think that's like his job's problem. His job pays for the thing.
Even if it does, it's past due, and he's lost all progress in any kind of forgiveness.
Yeah, he needs to figure that out.
Yeah, because he has $88,000 in student loans. If I'm just bailing on forgiveness of $88,000, I'm not just bailing on that. That's not something we're just like brushing off, dude. That's not something we're not taking seriously. You know, I honestly, this is not against you. You're a very lovely person. Okay. But I thought this was actually going to be a relatively chill, go through the debt, do a budget, financial audit classic type. But man, the hidden under the rug type we got going on here is insanity. His student loans and then both of your student loans together, $10,000 less than your mortgage. And we're essentially, because we're not like allowing ourselves to be responsible for 1 hour a month to look at this stuff, you're essentially allowing a balance like your mortgage to not be forgiven. That much, double your house.
I don't know how to.
Kalamazoo is a lovely place. I swear, not everyone from Kalamazoo is so angry. Your credit score is 575. Are you on the mortgage?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Credit card use is 108%. Payment history is 95%. There's a derogatory mark. No, it's federal student loans. Thank everything.
Okay.
Thank everything. If they were Sally Mae, they were private student loans, and I wouldn't have been surprised if the interest rates were like 10, 12, 15%. Those are probably like 5.
Yeah, I don't think they're too bad.
Well, I wouldn't say they're good.
Well, they're not the greatest.
And that's why I dig into people, because everyone comes on the show. It's like, this isn't great, but it's not that bad either. That's pretty bad. Because the day that I woke up and realized just how understood for the first time in my life how bad the debt was, that's when I got my gear. So that's why I want to make very clear just how bad this is. That's why I dig in.
No, I'm
Are you
ready
on income-based repayment? What are you doing?
For
your student loans.
I'm still in school, so I'm not.
They are deferred. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, you're borrowing more, aren't you? You're gonna take it to like 50,000. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, probably. Unless I drop out, then I just pay them back sooner, I think.
$154,902 mortgage. $1,368, including Okay, this includes insurance, property taxes, all those good stuff. So $1,368.89 on a monthly basis. Amazing 3.4% interest rate.
Thank you.
Incredible. You're welcome. It's not on your credit, but you're welcome.
No, I know. It's unheard of.
Got a house. I guess we had to go get solar panels.
It was the right thing to do. Environmentally.
Cool. Congratulations. You can afford it. This is $27,383 that you owe.
Yeah.
And you guys are late on multiple accounts. So, right thing to do for the world, maybe. For your lives, not even close. $27,383.25. 3% interest rate. And normally I would not actually worry about this. I'd be like, oh, okay, if this was your only debt, we had a mortgage on top of it. In Texas, in the San Antonio area, it's going to pay itself off in like a decade or so. So at least, this in your overall financial picture, where everything else is, where all the other debt is, this is adding a substantial amount of money into the overall pile that is starting to get out of control immensely.
Yeah, the student loans definitely kind of push it over the edge, I think.
Well, I was talking about the solar.
Oh.
Well, yes. I mean, altogether, it doesn't matter. Individually speaking, it could be any of them that are pushing them over the edge. But we're not making minimum monthly payments on some accounts. So we just can't have any debt. You're not a debt people. $3.68 in your Cash App. We have Apple Bill, some taquitos, Pete's House, taquitos, Shotgun House Roasters, taquitos, Scooters Coffee, Cookie Cutters, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Marshalls,
well, Cookie Cutters is for the boys. They needed their haircuts.
What is? Which one?
Their haircuts, Cookie Cutters haircuts.
Cookie Cutters is haircuts, okay. Starbucks. They're so young. Why don't you just go to the sink?
That's Dad. I try.
Okay.
Dad won't let me touch their hair. They have
Dad, you can't even pay your own bills.
They have curls. They have like really nice hair. They need to get it taken care of.
Listen, I'm not opposed to that. Some people out there are going to be like, Caleb thinks that your parents have to cut their kids' hair. You're missing payments. You don't have enough in this account to make your payments.
Yeah.
So like people that like they don't need to go out in public because they're not school age yet. I'm just like buzz cut at this point. I don't even give a. We're just trying to survive. Like if we're in survival mode, we're sacrificing. Certainly sacrificing Starbucks and McDonald's and Panda Express, Mama Jones, Botanica. We go there all the time.
No, that's I have cash sometimes, so I have to transfer.
That's you? That is you. Mama Jones, that's right.
James.
Summer Moon, Canva, Sonic, Spotify. We can listen to ads while we can't even afford to live. Amazon, Starbucks, Apple Bill, and a Ring subscription. Great. And here's your account with no money in it. Withdrawal of $4.26 was rejected. Fantastic. Well, we also went to Whataburger.
Yeah.
Is this him?
What is that one?
SoFi. Is this him?
No, that's me too.
Okay, so I don't have his checking account. So I don't have a full picture.
I thought you did have his checking account.
Did I look at his checking account?
Did I not send it to you?
If I didn't look at it right now, you did not. $79 balance in here. Sonic drive-thru, Wing Daddy Sauce House, Starbucks, Michael's, Hotbox, Taquitos, deposit from savings, $800. We have $1,200 in savings, but we started with $2,000, so we're draining it just to make things continue to exist. What is this? Tell me what this is. Is this a health? Is this a medical bill?
Oh no, this is the school. This is how much we pay a week.
What the? Oh, daycare.
For a school, yeah.
Daycare, right?
Well, Montessori school.
Is he going to go to public school when he becomes age to go to
when
kindergarten?
He's potty trained, we might look at cheaper options. But
you guys can afford this. I want you to be able to do this if you want to. Mm-hmm. I'm just going pure math, regardless of whoever's beliefs or wants. Yeah. Pure math, we're missing payments. We can't afford this.
Yeah.
Now, if it is, that doesn't even make sense. I was going to say, if we're making more money by putting them in somewhere, hanging out, while Mama Jones goes out and makes a ton of money. James. Okay, you're paying for it, but you're making $200.
Yeah.
So, no, I'd rather you stay home.
Well, I'm looking for jobs to supplement.
How long have you been looking for jobs?
For a while now.
Okay.
For a while now.
So, you're clearly not taking any job then.
No, I'm applying for a lot of jobs. I have an interview coming up. I have...
How many jobs do you apply to for a week?
Anywhere between 10 to 15.
No, those are rookie numbers. We gotta get those numbers up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 to 15 a day. If we're really looking for a job, we're applying to jobs like it's a full-time job. Okay. And you'll accept anything. You'll accept McDonald's for a couple months while you're waiting for the better job. You will accept anything. Money that comes in. $200 is not going to do it when we're missing payments. Not going to do it.
Got you.
42% of the income goes to housing, which is too much. Transportation, 9.8. Also, for 2 cars. I'll accept. Going out to eat, 6%. That's 6% that could be going to debt. Only 0.6% went to paying off debt, by the way. 0.6%. Of the large purchases, 36%. Taquito type 2.6%. Let's see those other large purchases. The hot box, Cash App and out. Amazon Rent auto purchase. What's that? For textbooks, right?
I think so.
And then Montessori school, which is a lot. It's $1,000 a month.
It is.
So that's $1,000 a month. You guys are renting. You're at mortgage.
We also rent.
What? What possibly?
Our house, we have a house that's being rented out and it's paid for. We had to move.
Whoa. What do you mean paid for? There's no mortgage?
No, well, we're not paying for it. It's being paid for by the renter.
Are you cash flowing? Is there anything extra on top of the mortgage? Okay, so it's flat breaking even. Why? Why are we even doing that?
We had to move to San Marcos in January of last year, and then for a job opportunity. And then we immediately moved back.
Say San Marcos again?
San Marcos?
I love that. I've never heard it pronounced like that.
Thank you.
So it's such a cooler city name.
San Marcos.
Like that. So much cooler. I can't do that because if I did that, someone would call me a racist out there if I tried to pronounce it like that.
Yeah.
Because it's the internet. But that city just got elevated 10 points by that pronunciation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we moved out there. And then like 6 months later, had to move back, but the house is still being occupied. So we had to.
So what's your rent?
Our rent is $22.
Okay. Let me get these minimum monthly debt payments of what should be. So when's his lease up, or the person's lease up that's renting?
I think we're giving them till December.
And when's your lease up?
Our lease is up in June.
Well, so we're paying for two places for half a year.
They're guaranteed to stay there. So
what are you going to do come June?
We're looking to either
you're gonna have to month to month
or move somewhere cheaper.
Month to month. Do month to month because once that person's out, I want you back in that house. I do not want there to be an overlap.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Food. We're gonna do $900 a month. Only groceries. Toilet paper. This is extra things we need to live. You know, diapers, all this stuff for the house. And it would do $250. Toilet paper and toothpaste, all the good stuff. Okay, monastery, $1,000. You're probably contracted, aren't you?
No, we're not.
You can drop anytime?
We can technically drop anytime, but the reason I'm looking for another job is to put the second baby in Montessori.
How much in utilities and internet?
Utilities and internet. I know we pay anywhere from like $70 to $90 in water, and I don't know the light bill off the top.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I could have sworn everything was in there.
You're both
actually, I do have a list of all the expenses.
Let me take a look. You're both dramatically behind in retirement, by the way. He has $4,500. I have no idea what you have.
Besides the $1,000, it's
you guys are dramatically behind in retirement. You can't be all your bills. It's such a small list. Hey, someone liked your story. Okay. What's this home repair thing?
I'm not too sure what that one is.
Does it need to be in the budget, apparently?
Maybe not.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 55 for Spectrum. Xbox Live is canceled. That's not a thing. You guys are affirming things. Stop. Renters insurance 11.
I think we paid off a firm. We shouldn't have a firm on there anymore.
Okay, well, I do not see any utilities. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be an extra 200 total across everything. So 255. Okay. Car insurance. No, renters insurance, car. How is car insurance not in here? Do you guys have car insurance?
Yes, we do have car insurance.
This is not a spreadsheet. If you guys do not have everything in the spreadsheet, there's no point of this. Go through our budgeting program and then do our budgeting review that we're going to gift you for free. Link in the description below. Do that, and we'll all detailedly look into your hours and hours and hours, and we'll give you a complete rundown and just how everything. What's your car insurance?
Our car insurance is probably like $100 or something.
Not for both of you.
For both of the cars, yes.
Phone bills?
$210. Gas, I'd say, is
Vroom gas.
$40 a week. So maybe 80 a week for both of us.
Jeez. Long commutes?
Yeah. My sitter, my mom is on the south and we're on the north.
She's the sitter? Does she work?
She sits for one of them. Her work is loving our family.
So even, okay, if we take his money, mostly his income, and add the rent that's coming in to negate one of the budget. I know it's another interruption, but you can get $5,000 by listening to the end of this. Right now, if you transfer your portfolio to Moomoo, which I personally use for my individual stock picks, you can get up to $5,000. It's literally free money and an amazing investment platform, and it's what I personally use. So check it out in the description below. I highly recommend it. We're negative $6. You guys are not making enough money. So the actual solution is you need to go get another job. You need to, first of all, follow this budget to a T, and I'm sure there's more stuff in life. I couldn't tell. You got to go through our program and then do the budget review, and we'll actually find it. But you need to bring in probably an extra $2,000, $2,500 a month, because then we can pay off these cards, some of them within a month, multiple cards within a month. So we need to just pay it off. We just need to go make more income and start paying this crap off. Negotiate the collections. The cars are interesting because you have a few more payments, and we got to figure out what we're doing with the cars. You want to buy a $20,000 car, so you're probably going to borrow against that. And then I doubt his credit's great if he's missing payments, and maybe it was good at some point, but
it's better than mine. But
almost everyone's credit score is better than yours.
That's fair.
But yeah. But if we start attacking these cards and actually paying them off and make your payments on time, by the way, your credit score is going to go up dramatically.
I think so. I have hope.
It will. But in order to do that, I need you to bring in $2,000 a month minimum. So you need to go make some money.
Yeah. If your friends want to support MamaJanesBotanica.com.
All right. $2,600. $2,600. If you work $15 an hour for 40 hours a week.
Okay.
It's $2,600 a month.
Okay. $15 an hour a week.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is I know you could get a job at McDonald's for $15 an hour in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So that's not the dream job. That's not what we want to do. But go get that today, because they're hiring people for late night crap, and it sucks. It's not going to be fun. You're going to be away from the family, but we're sacrificing for the family and for the kids' future, so that by the time a lot of their core memories are formed, it's not mom and dad, having to worry about debt. Yeah. Mom and dad living that life that they've always dreamed of living and contributing to their future, so that, by the way, they're not morally responsible to take care of you guys when you're old as can't work anymore and Social Security might not be around. So
yeah.
So I would do this, and then I would also apply to other jobs like it's a full-time job, so you can get the job that you prefer, and hopefully with more money as well. Okay. But this, after taxes, which won't be that much, and you might put the botanical side on the side until we take care of your debt, because the debt, having all the debt while doing school, while having a business, while trying to take care of your kids, it's adding such a massive risk profile to your overall situation that it just doesn't make sense in this business hobby ownership situation that you're in. Yeah. Once we're out of debt, go all in on it. I'm all about it, because he makes a good income. You guys, with his income alone, are above the median household income, and you're able to take more risk. Right now, the risk profile is so high because of all the debt and the minimum monthly payments that you've locked yourself into. In fact, you said once you go get this job, you're going to put him in Montessori school as well. So that's going to be $1,000 taken away from this. So that's only going to give you like an extra $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month on top of all the not paying off the debt. It's going to take years and years and years and years and years. So this is really, we need to start making sacrifices. I'd take both out, try to look for different public options that maybe he take advantage through his position, get them in public schools immediately, transfer them to the programs you want when you can afford it. You're missing payments on its tightest budget I could come up with, which is probably missing a couple things, because this is like we do a loosey-goosey and then we form it more constructively after the show. You're negative, what was it? Negative $4, negative $6? We can't afford it. We can't afford what we want. Very negative, I know. But the solution is, if you actually sacrifice, okay, back to the negative real quick. Another hard part about this is you guys have to be on the same page. If he's not on the same page with you about this, or you're not able to go with this, but he's willing to, whatever it is, or neither of you are, then we're not going to make any progress either. So what the exciting thing is, if you guys are able to get on the same page, if you're able to sacrifice and reduce your budget to practically the basic minimums, and you just go grind and make that extra money, you can get out of this within a couple years. You could get out of this, and student loans is going to be a risky situation. You can go for the public thing. I don't know what you're going to take advantage of. Maybe some income-based thing. I'm not sure. You're in school right now, so it's deferred, but it's going to take a long time, especially if the student loans have to be paid back in full. I'm sorry. I wish it was more uplifting. You can get out of it. You can. It just really depends what you decide to do when you leave the store. Sometimes I can, and why I thought this was going to be an audit classic is I thought I was going to give you hey, this will be done in 14 months. Fully funded emergency fund after that.
I thought so too.
Yeah, but you guys are negative $4, negative $6. So It doesn't work. You need to go make some money. We'll do the budget review. We'll do all that. We'll help you along the way.
Okay.
But right now, it's just, what are you willing to sacrifice and get done? Any final thoughts? Any final questions?
I need to bring more income into the household in order to make an actual difference, because this is not feasible.
Will you?
I will. I will full-time job search and put some stuff on hold in order to get this done, because it's not about me. So
when it comes to spending in a budget, fun fact, if you're not making your minimum monthly payments, that's going to be a 0 out of 10. Debt, if you're not making your minimum monthly payments and you're in collections, 0 out of 10. Emergency fund had $1,000, so 10% there, I'll give her a 1 out of 10. Retirement, she has nothing, 0 out of 10. Real estate, weird situation with the house and the renting and that overlap. It's kind of confusing. Who knows what the tenant is even doing to the house? So though they have a score, it's going to be on the lower side of a 4 out of 10, which brings them to a Hammer Financial score 1 out of 10. Make sure to check out all the resources linked in the description below. They are what I use or would use in specific situations, including the best budgeting program ever made. Thanks to all of our Patreon producers for making this episode possible. If you want to participate in an episode of Financial Audit and you're able to make it to Austin, Texas, please fill out an application in the survey linked in the description below. You can also send a link to your friends or family who you think might be good to be on the show. If you have any questions, you can email casting@calebhammer.com.